Welcome back to Back 9 of Vinberg Open, sponsored by Discraft. It's the first event of the season for the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour, and we are in the city of Falkenberg. And thank you to all the Patreon supporters. My name is Michael Bui, and with me we have...
Is that really how you pronounce your name?
Bui.
Yeah, I'm back for the Back 9. This should be exciting. Thank you to our partners, Paul Macbeth Foundation, Heatland, Discraft Ching, European Birdies Prodigy.
Yep.
And
a scorching start from Fritiof here, -6 after 9 holes. Gotta feel good. Do you check scores during the round? Anything?
Never. No.
Never?
I don't have any idea of where I'm at.
But you must have a feeling of like, yeah, I'm playing good.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. I have a feeling, but I don't know a number or anything like that. Just try to block it out.
Yeah.
But anything can happen here on the Back 9. Starting out with a 311 meter par 5 for hole 10 with OB lining the right side of the fairway all the way up to the green. And for the longer throwers, this is an eagle opportunity.
It is?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Are you going for the eagle?
No.
No.
No. You need a lot of power in the arm.
This one looks wide, needs to fade, but it has the height.
So
That's a perfect spot because you do want to stay close to the OB on the right side to open up, right?
Yeah, you really want to push it further than you think. Try to be close.
And Hjalte has the distance to go for the eagle, but do you think he could reach the basket from there?
I think you could get a look. I think
Yeah.
you could go into like C2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Like 160 left from there, 150. Brenna is looking good as well.
Yeah.
Really nice. And
Yeah,
that's okay being there on the left side as well. Just, you know, opens up the hyzer. Another difficult shape here for Hjalmar.
Yeah. You
Throwing
don't
a
want...
compass.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to fade towards the OB, and he doesn't get so much distance, but as a par 5, he should be able to get it up in 2 more shots, but it's overturned and ends up in the rough, so it's gonna be tough from there. Fritjof's going wide, and we saw in the FPO coverage most of the FPO players actually going straight through the trees because it's the shortest line towards the basket, but I guess most of the MPO players want to go wide on the outside.
Yeah.
To take the trees out of the equation, but it's a little bit short, but in front of the trees, so should be a jumper to get into the circle.
Yeah. And he's in a really good position there. I think Morten is actually trying, if I remember correctly, going through to the basket.
Well, that's like gambling because it's so tight.
Yeah.
It's hard to hit a line so...
You know, but worst case, you land in the trees and you have an easy approach.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Hjalmar is throwing the tomahawk roller and... Yeah, shakes up pretty decently. Should have a putt for the birdie.
Putt for the birdie. He's like 60 meters out.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a far putt, man. But yeah.
Okay.
Manages. Really good approach there.
And Fritiof, you'll have around 70-80 meters to the basket.
Yeah.
Puts it high and it's going to fade nicely. That's a nice approach.
Little yarn action.
K3?
Yeah. Here's Brenna with his rat. Really touchy, trying to get it a bid.
Yeah, that's a good bid.
Sticks it short.
This is a jumper from Hjalte.
And
You think he's going for it?
Yeah, for sure.
Giving it a lofted bid, but doesn't really fade back.
So Hjalmar here. Makes
Great
good for
par.
the par, yeah. Really good shot.
Hole 10 actually played as the third easiest hole, averaging 4.78.
Yeah. I think if you want to tough this up, you could make the area where the trees were, where we were trying to just go through, you could make that OB.
Yeah. So force the players to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that makes it like if you're too short on the drive, you don't want to go for the hyzer.
Yeah.
So then maybe you lay up, and then you have a kind of a difficult hyzer approach around the.
And if you don't, and if you miss the gap, you'll probably end up in the OB area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that change.
But yeah, 3 birdies out of 4.
Pretty good.
Yeah, good result. Moving on to hole 11, par 4. You want to go right of this tree or the flex line inside. Not go too far in the drive, and then have an approach into the green.
Yeah, it's a low ceiling and
Very technical approach.
technical approach. But do you think that you can get a lot of distance? I've heard people almost having eagle bids on this hole.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, like going the flex line?
yeah. That's a friendly roll
Wow.
towards, but probably
didn't-
needs to simmer down now.
I didn't realize this happened. I just thought I aired it there. Like I had no idea.
Hjalte going wide.
Yeah, really good.
That's really good and should be. Oh, he also gets the friendly roll, but checks up.
So the drive is just basically setting up for having a clean approach. There's 2 main gaps to go to the green as well, so you can decide if you want to land a little bit left or push it more to the right of the fairway. And Hjalmar with the lefty play, turning something over in the left gap, he could really push for some distance here.
Yeah, and it puts it in a really good position here. Hole 11 is one of the holes that you really want to get. It only averages 3.78.
He's going a little bit long there with his turnover forehand harp.
Yeah, and actually the OB line goes quite tight off the basket. You can see the Mando on the right side, and and there's an OB line continuing from that tree, and I believe it's almost circle's edge or something like that.
Yeah, right around.
So you don't want something that fades too much right off the basket.
And when he released this, it was like, no.
Like
And they
whenever
just
he
parked it.
complains, like his shots are good.
Yeah, what the hell, Morten?
And Fritiof, that ends your birdie streak, but should have an easy par.
Hjalmar here for birdie.
It looks like it got some wind lift there
Yeah,
or something.
it's a little bit windy on this hole.
It's a good par putt from Fritiof.
Morten and Hjalte picking up a birdie each here. And in this round was actually, we haven't mentioned it, but this is early season. It's quite cold,
Yeah.
so the fingers are they really stay. They get cold if you don't bring gloves and everything. So gotta come prepared. Hole 12, 111 meter par 3 uphill hyzer shot with OB on the right and left side of the fairway. This is a really difficult birdie to get, but not a lot of bogey opportunity.
Is it because of the distance or the shape of the shot, or?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's severely uphill, and it's through a gap on hyzer, and yeah, the OB makes you think. This is a really nice line.
But still,
Yeah, way too short though.
yeah.
We have a putt, but yeah, it's a difficult one.
What this guy throwing here?
I threw a gold, but
Yeah,
unfortunately a little
hit
bit
the
too
tree.
wide. Hjalmar pumping a drive here.
Panning out, and we'll have C2 putt there.
Yeah, turn it over a little bit too much.
Hole 12 actually only saw 3% of the field got the birdie, so that's like
Really?
one or two guys that got it
Wow.
on round one. So it's a hard one to get.
Yeah, what did it average?
3.16.
3.16, yeah.
So most 82% of the field got the par. So
That's a good birdie.
that's one of the
Yeah,
birdies.
that's one of them.
Yeah.
Nice long putt there from Hjalmar. See it again. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really nice stroke.
Hjalmar is trying to eliminate the bogeys from the first couple of holes.
Yeah.
And Morten, he has the birdie putt now as well, right?
Yeah. Morten is putting for birdie. Around 15 meters uphill.
Ooh, that was a good line.
Very close.
A little bit too high.
It's a nervy one for par.
He gets it.
Yeah. And have you noticed that Hjalte is way faster than he used to be?
You told me, so
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but
Did know he was like I know he's been or he must have been working on it because he was taking no more than like 10 to 15 seconds per shot all around, like
Yeah.
putts, throws, everything. So kudos.
yeah,
Good job.
kudos to Hjalte.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Hole number 13 now, par 4, 135 meters with a Mando left. You want to land right about here to get an upshot into the green. There's OB on the left side of the fairway and long of the sweet spot and lining the left side going up towards the basket.
Yeah, it's a
This is
short
looking
par
really good.
4, but you can't really get that much distance. Wow, that's almost checking up OB, but stay safe by half a disc.
Yeah. And I think it's really unique hole because of that branch that you can see there.
Yeah.
You have to choose if you're gonna want to go left or right side of one tree and then up or over that one branch. So it's like
Yeah.
a
And
see the
Hjalte
pattern?
going short, so he'll just have to opt for a layup towards the sweet spot, and the sweet spot is quite small. Oh, that's a unlucky flare skip, and it's gonna be tough to even lay up from there.
yeah.
That should be pretty decent, right?
Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Gives me a good look.
Looks like.
So Morten missed the mandatory, so he's thrown from the drop zone.
Oh,
now,
okay.
throwing 3, and that's
Oh, that's OB again.
That's OB.
Hmm. Oh, did Hjalte find a back door?
Yeah, then Tavi. We take that one.
Yeah, that's a risky line to go through the backside because it's literally 100 of branches out there, and
Yeah.
Hjalmar getting a good up there for the birdie, and you'll have a short approach with your baddie.
This was actually a stall, and I
It's
just
a stall.
yeah, I clipped one tree that I needed to miss, so unfortunately coming up short. Brenna,
Talking about stall, it's your new tour series for
Yeah.
2025. It
Yeah.
just released.
it did. It's a really good run as well. It's one of the it is the flattest stall that they've ever made. So I'm really happy with how it came out.
Yeah, and it's super overstable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Throwing it all the time. So
nice.
really enjoying it. Hjalmar with a really nice birdie here. What did this whole average? This was one of the harder ones.
Yeah, this
must
was
have been.
actually the second hardest hole on the
Yeah.
course, averaging 4.51.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't like this hole just because of the mandatory.
Yeah.
But I think, with small tweaks, you could make this a good hole. Like if you, instead of having the mando there, if you had an OB line, so
Yeah.
the right side was OB,
Mm.
I don't think a lot of people would have raised any eyebrows to that.
Mm.
But I didn't really mind it. Moving on, hole 14. This is a really unique placement shot to a tight hyzer approach into the green. You want to go super high, like Hjalmar's showing off here, and really hit the perfect distance to get yourself into position.
Yeah, because the sweet spot is kind of small, right? The
It's
windows.
like 3 meters.
Yeah.
3-4 meters. You need to like hit the distance perfect. So Hjalte throwing a turnover putter here, way too wide, unfortunately. But no OB to speak of from there. Just a birdie is not in play, unfortunately.
You're throwing high up in the air, and it's starting to fade back. And wow, that's perfect. That's the spot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I drew it up.
And what distance did you throw there?
Kaxe.
Kaxe.
Is Morten. Similar line, wanting it to fly, a little bit too much turn, and yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to attack the basket from there. And Hjalte, he's got a good distance. Well, he's got a good look towards the basket, but
Look at that thing fly. It's like 40 long.
oh, that's crazy
Yeah,
from back there.
that's actually crazy. Because it's so tight, the gap,
Yeah.
and he actually went into a way tighter gap on the right side of the gap, just because he was a little bit short with the flex getting clean. Like
There's also a Mando at
look
the
at
left
this
side.
Morten as well.
Oh, almost getting through the big tree there, but we'll have a downhill putt for the birdie.
Yeah.
You really need to handle the distance control here because it slopes so much downwards, but you don't want to put it short as Fritiof has done here.
No. And Hjalmar opting for the left gap here, tight of the Mando.
That's surprising. I thought it should be an easy...
Well,
Left.
how is he gonna get
Oh,
it?
yeah. I just thought...
Yeah.
Oh, Hjalmar getting the unfriendly roll.
Appreciate that stop. Here's Morten for the birdie.
Nej,
Nej.
elände.
Elände!
It's funny. Elände. So Hjalte going way long on the approach, pitching it up for a nice par.
Hjalmar not
I don't-
connecting.
Yeah, just out of sorts.
Ooh, a little high, unfortunately, and spits right out.
I hate to see that. Made me think a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody gets a spit up from the same spot before you putt.
Yeah.
A little nervous.
Gotta check the chains
Yeah.
more carefully. Are they all good? It's a good par from Hjalte. And hole 14 actually averaged 4.34
Yeah.
and played as the fourth most difficult hole on the course.
Unfortunate double and bogey there for Hjalte and Hjalmar. Moving on to hole 15 though, really tight off the tee, 109 meter par 3 with no OB to speak of. You just gotta hit the gap. Super tight. This is pured. Just a little bit short on the right side, but really good shot.
And you were opting for the forehand?
Yeah, I actually only practiced the backhand in my practice rounds, but when I got here, it's like, you know, you just want to hit the gap. So
Yeah.
Morten puring it with a super flippy driver, almost kicks in. My God!
That would have been a crazy ace. Wow.
Come on, yes, I wanted to see that again. Just so much hyzer on it. Flips,
Yeah.
turns all the way over, and then gets a friendly kick. So close.
I would love to see that one go in.
Yeah, imagine this ace. Hjalmar flipping up an Explorer. Super nice line. Nice little stop there.
Should be circle's edge.
Yeah.
And you have a look for the birdie. And I discussed with Tommy, maybe we should have the OB long. Do you think that's too...
Yeah, I think if you hit the gap and you get it all the way up to the green, why, you know, Hjalte is making a really nice putt there. You know, why have OB long? Because you almost ace it and then you go OB and you tap in a par. You know, you could have OB long, but just if you wanted to.
You can make OB long and make the basket a little bit shorter, maybe?
Well, I guess, yeah, but I don't see a reason for it. But if you wanted to do it, just make sure you put the OB on the other side of the rock wall. So it's not like before the rock wall.
Yeah.
3 really, really nice birdies here.
This hole average 3.1, so you really want to get the birdie here.
Join the Paul Macbeth Foundation's Builders Club to help bring sustainable disc golf experiences to people and communities around the world. Your donation will go directly to making a difference. Together we can make a big impact, one small donation at a time.
Hole 16, the island hole of the course, par 3, 74 meters, and hazard everywhere outside the logs.
Yeah, it's a big island, but it's a super fast green, especially if you're throwing the backhand and it skips.
Severely downhill as well, and with the wind, it's a very hard distance to, you know, dial. You can see the flags ripping. Oh, Morten not happy, so it's probably great.
And it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's gonna be a scary putt though towards the hazard area.
Yeah. Hjalmar going with the slammer, barely throwing it, but the wind is just pushing it down, and yeah. It's great.
Needs to sit. Fortunately, it skips in the hazard area.
Hjalte for the par. Such a good putt.
Hjalte really wanting to get that, but let's see if Fritiof can make it, and doesn't connect. And this is a scary putt from Morten, and he makes it.
Yeah, parts it. Really nice to pick up a birdie here after kind of erasing a little bogeys before. And Hjalmar as well. Really good birdie.
Almost feels like a birdie or bogey hole.
Yeah.
If you don't make the island, you're probably getting a bogey.
It does. What was the stats on this one?
Oh,
no. Yeah. Gotta keep your concentration. Double bogey.
Hole 16 actually played in the middle of the pack, averaging 3.07.
Okay. Fair. Hole 17 now, low ceiling, 110 meter, par 3, really tight, close to the green, with OB lining the left side of the fairway and going up to the right long of the basket as well. So this is a really, really good hole. Score separation, hard birdie to get, and we actually saw an ace on this one. Shout out Frank Bergqvist, the ace man.
Well, that's a good late flip from Hjalmar, and it needs to settle down.
Skipped, unfortunately, OB though.
Oh, it is OB?
Yeah.
And that's a... Is it a friendly roll? No.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Hjalte with a little bit too much turn on this one.
And we see 3 players going OB from T here, and this all actually averaged 3.12.
Yeah, difficult.
Oh, did you go OB again?
Yeah, there's a little
Oh,
gap there in the
no.
wall. Nice. Morten.
He's going for the lofty bit, but a little bit short. That's a good par save from Hjalmar.
Yep. Good comebacker.
Hjalte for the bogey. Oh no.
Oh, I'd forgotten about this.
Gets
That's
the
so
spit out.
unlucky.
And the hole before.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's got us staying.
Ooh.
2 double bogeys.
Double. He was 5 under before the island hole. Oh my gosh. That sucks so much. All right, but let's see if we can get a birdie on the last one. Hole 18. Like 120 meters with OB on the right and left side of the fairway and running around the basket as well.
It's a difficult hole to reach.
Yeah, very, very specific and hard shape to pull off without
Oh
doing
no.
this.
Morten cut rolling it out of bounds, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A little bit more height and would probably settle, but
But yeah, it was crazy. Morten actually, he told me about how he aced this hole in practice.
really?
Yeah, he threw an FD just like that, just hearted it. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you actually going for the
Crazy
forehand
ace.
here?
Yeah. I'm just laying it up.
You're playing for par?
Yeah. I think it's a really difficult shape to pull off, and with the wind, it's kind of risky. So Hjalte's going for it though. Force over with something overstable.
And it cuts roll. Is it? No. Is it? Yeah, that's the danger, because you need to put an anhyzer like that, but you need enough height for it to come back, and
Yeah.
if it doesn't, you'll have the result as Hjalte and Morten are having here.
Just trying to put it close here. Get off the course with the bogey. Or maybe he was going for that actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Hjalmar is definitely going for this one. Yeah. Almost making it.
Ah,
Just wanted to get off the course and didn't think about it. Just wanted to tap it in, and those misses suck.
Hjalmar also playing with some injury.
Yeah, it affected him a lot for the first part of this round, and the rounds to come. Unfortunately, he's dealing with some lower back pain from practicing so much in the off season. So, but yeah, he's recovering good, and yeah, no major injuries. So.
Fritiof Fagergren playing the hardest round on this card, at least on -4. A little bit unfortunate back stretch on a couple of holes.
Yeah, but Dennis and Gustav and Colin Möllestam lighting it up. Thomas,
-6.
yeah, with a new face, Julius Møllegaard. So it'll be fun watching them on the round 2.
Yeah, and thank you to the tour partners of the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour. You make this possible for all the players involved. And as always, thank you to all the Patreon members supporting the channel, making sure we have some Swedish disc golf to follow. And we'll see you on round 2.
See ya.